think it'd be remiss of us not to do a bit of a scrum-half demo. We've got an England international scrum-half, so Danny, if you want to...
Thank you, Chief.
It's not much of a demo.
He's taller than you.
He's not taller than me.
I can see
He's
on
not.
this,
Don't touch the penalty
see
spot.
the biscuit on there.
Don't touch the biscuit, son. Don't touch the biscuit. It's not really a demo, it's more of a lesson, because I've been watching you pass and it's not been going very well. But we're going to talk through all the different passes and how the ruck has developed over the years. So as the audience spreads out, 5-10 years ago, the rucks were a lot longer. It was a lot easier to get the ball out of them. Now they're a lot thinner. Guys know how to compete over the top. It's really difficult, Danny, to get the ball out of there, isn't it?
Yeah, the ruck's becoming a bit of a dogfight at times and not really sure which way the ref's going to ref it. So as a scrum half, it's a nightmare. Everyone wants to slow the ball down. If teams can slow a team down, they'll stop it at source. They'll get the scrum half down on the floor. So when you just want to get in there and get it away, it's about getting the ball from A to B as quick as you can. So it's planting your feet, staying low and getting the ball to the 10.
And obviously, growing up and coming into the Premiership, you had your idols, myself, Dorse, Gomersall, Kieran Bracken, maybe, probably not. But they all had different styles, didn't they? So there's my fly half there. And if we have a look at Kieran's style, this is an old style, which I don't think you can pass like anymore. He passed very well from underneath the ruck, but he was very much like Richard Hill, 200 passes in training, and very much outside hand, always whipping through. And Kieran would have the hand in, he'd whip it over, and then you'd see him wobble down, and his bum would wobble from side to side. Conversely, you'd have Matt Dawson's pass, very much a guy who was always looking after himself, and then he'd pick up the ball, big wind-up, sell the dummy, go himself, and hopefully get smashed by the Leicester forwards, which we really look forward to. But for me, the pass that's really developed is on the move, coming through, taking the ball, and in one step, whipping it straight through and out. If he had a decent fly half, he'd catch it. But what are your aims and goals? Let's have a look at your pass, actually, a little bit of analysis on your pass. If you watch the big screen, as you can see, you're coming in, that back foot, I think, for me, has got to stay down, mate. No offence. But it's not always uniform, is it? Every pass is different, so you can't go out there and do 200 of the same passes because you have to adapt to what the ruck is giving you. Now, what do you look for, first and foremost, when you get to a ruck?
First and foremost, if the 10 wants the ball, he gets the ball. So if the quicker as I can get it to him, the quicker the play, if he's seen something that's on. If I want to have a little go myself, I'm always looking at the guards. If I've got one of the big lads in front of me, I think I can probably get round him. I always try and get round the second defender, so the bodyguard, as you call it. And a good thing to look at is their eyes. If their eyes aren't on you, then they're obviously not looking at the ball, so you can kind of use them. OK, well, let's walk through that then. We'll use the camera, camera 4, as the second defender. So if you come out here, camera 4, we've got this guy's the bodyguard, you're in the ruck, you're definitely a forward, you stay there. You're going to be the guard, OK? You're the bodyguard, and I'll be a forward. So talk us through, there'll be a lot of young scrum halves watching. What do you look for? How do you get round that corner? This guy's on top of you a lot more, isn't he? This guy, this guard... He'll be a bit tighter.
He's not onside. You're never onside, mate. You're always cheating.
Yeah, so I'll be looking at the guard. I'll be looking at the guard's eyes. If the guard's eyes are off, I know I can attack him. If he's on me, I know I've got to use my forwards. I've got to use the big guys around the corner. So if we're coming around the corner, I'd look to get the ball. I'm not just going to run straight at this guy because he's going to come and smash me, and that's the last thing I want. I want to stay in the pitch as long as I can. So I'll take the ball. I walk on a bit of an arc, and I'm always looking forward to getting on the outside shoulder of this defender, looking in his eyes. If he's looking at you, then he's not looking at me. There's going to be a gap there. So I'll go straight through. If he's staying on me, I'll hit you up and let you get into contact.
And what if he comes around that corner and his eyes are fixed on you? Do you look at any part of his body, maybe his outside foot, his hips, or...?
Yeah, you look at the hips. If the hips are turned out, I know I can get on the arm, shoulder, maybe throw an offload around the back. Or if he's completely focused on you, I can always hopefully have an extra attacker on the outside of you, put him through the outside.
OK, well, it's fair to say it's a lot more difficult now to get that ball away from the ruck. These forwards, they know how to cheat, so you have to be a multi-skilled player. Unfortunately, Danny, I think you are. Sorry.